Hi, I'm Dr. Amber, and I thought today we'd go through facial sunscreens, something which I guide patients on when I do their plans, but sometimes patients can get a bit overwhelmed and confused, so I thought we'd do it in a video. So there are so many different facial sunscreens that we now can supply you through our clinic, and I love the fact that they are all slightly different, so hopefully there should be something for everybody. So I'll start with just my favourite, which is the UV Protect 50 Pro Shield from PH Formula. This is what I've got on today. It gives, you can see, a kind of what I would call a glass skin finish. It really is quite dewy, quite hydrating. You really get that kind of glow and sheen when you put it on. It dries invisible, it's suitable for all skin colours, and it's a very high protection. I've worn the previous version of this in South Africa and Dubai, and I find the protection absolutely superior for someone who is very sensitive in the sun. Next, we'll move on to your kind of varieties of sunscreen. So if you don't like that glass skin finish, which a couple of people have said they prefer a more kind of satin or semi-matte, then you've got your water gel. The water gel dries satin, so not quite glowy but also not dry, kind of in the middle. So if you don't like being super shiny, this is a perfect option. If you're someone who has sensitive skin, perhaps you have rosacea or you're reactive to chemical sunscreens, perhaps you have reactions in the sun which could be due to chemical filters in sunscreens, then I would recommend the mineral tolerance fluid, which is, as it sounds, a mineral sunscreen without the variety of chemical filters that a lot of other sunscreens have. If you're someone who's perhaps very congestion prone, you get very greasy, very sticky, you can't bear sunscreen, you hate that oily, shiny finish, you just want to be matte and dry, then I would recommend the oil-free sunscreen. I accidentally took this on holiday to Bucharest at Christmas, and I couldn't understand why my face was like so non-shiny, because I like it shiny, and that's because I accidentally took the oil-free gel instead away with me. So that is great if you like a more matte dry finish. If you want some coverage, then we've got loads of amazing options. We've got the CC creams, which again are your iron oxide tinted sunscreen, so these are really important. If you suffer with pigmentation, you need that tint to protect your skin from visible light, which can contribute to your pigmentation worsening. These are a light glowy coverage. They give a really good shine and they look very healthy on the skin and they blend very nicely. If you want a full coverage, perhaps you're struggling at the moment with rosacea or scarring or acne, then we've got our Factor 50 compacts, and they come in matte or dewy depending on, again, what finish you like. You've then got your sun powder, which is very popular amongst our patients, and this gives a kind of bronzing, slightly glowy effect, and you can again mattify your sunscreen, and it's the sunscreen in itself. So huge range. If you're struggling with sunscreens, I'd love to help you. We also stock samples of the majority of all of these. Obviously we don't have samples of the compacts. If you need help with your sunscreens, please get in touch. I'd love to guide you.